President Lamburn isn't the only addition to Facebook. Now, a new app lets prospective students determine their chance of getting into a certain college. Don Grenese reports.
Your chances of getting into college, now on a new Facebook application. With the Admission Splash app, students use a step-by-step process to see which colleges they have the best chances of getting into. This is how it works. First, applicants make a list of schools to apply to. Then, they fill out information like GPA and SAT scores. Once the information's logged, Admission Splash uses an algorithm specifically made to predict the student's chances of being accepted into the schools they listed.
I think I would have done this for other schools that I wasn't sure if they were in my range. That definitely would have helped my decision.
One of the most appealing features of this new Facebook app is its accessibility. College applicants can get their own results on the go.
I think that's one of the great things about the application is it is really accessible for students that have been involved in Facebook for so long, and that generation is very comfortable with Facebook. So it's a very easy outlet. And I think anything that gets students thinking about college more and more is an excellent tool.
It's not guaranteed that the results are 100% accurate, but Admission Splash is guaranteed to give applicants an idea of their chances of getting into the schools of their dreams. Don Grenese, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.
Here after switching owners, the Holly Hill Mall is home to new food favorites. Grace Sweeney joins us live in Burlington via Skype with more on the mall's transition. Grace?
8 months ago, Burlington Square Mall was losing a lot of their shoppers to competitors like Alamance Crossing. Now with a new owner, Holly Hill Mall is bringing in some new shoppers with some new stores.
Last year, the lots were empty. Now the mall is booming. On a Sunday afternoon, the parking lot is packed at Holly Hill Mall in Burlington. David Morton bought the mall last year and is working to bring in new business.
We have actually leased in the last 7 months, we've leased about 13 spaces.
Morton says he only wants family-oriented tenants at the mall, but new additions like La Cocina and Yozone have brought in Elon students as well.
La Cocina Mexican restaurant that has over 1,000 people a day coming into it.
Elon students can't get enough of the self-serve yogurt shop, Yozone.
I go probably like once a week at least.
And now Yozone wants to bring in more students inside their doors.
We're getting set up to take Phoenix Cash any day now. Going to start doing some more advertising towards Elon.
Morton says more shops for Elon students will move in.
In fact, we're working with a ladies' clothing store right now that a big reason that they're coming in the mall is because of the Elon ladies.
But it's not just all about the ladies. Holly Hill Mall has sports stores and video game stores to attract all clientele.
And Morton says that he wants to have tenants that are very family-oriented. And the good news about that is that he wants good value, which equals students can spend less money and also get a great experience when it comes to shopping and eating around here. Jasmine?
Thank you, Grace. $53 billion in 5 years. That's what Vice President Joe Biden said will be invested in high-speed rails.
Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood said the goal is to bring high-speed rail to 80% of the nation. North Carolina is getting more than $500 million of that money.
The goal is to create high-speed rails that connect Charlotte with D.C. High-speed trains travel at an average speed of 86 miles per hour, meaning a trip from D.C. to Charlotte will take a little longer than 6 hours. Now put gas in your tank and keep money in your pocket with Phoenix 14's Pump Patrol. Today you'll find 2 stations tied for the cheapest gas prices. Both the Marathon and Kangaroo on West Haggard are at $3.07 a gallon. The Citgo station on South Church Street will cost you 5 cents more at $3.12.
To avoid guzzling away your savings account, here are some tips to save some money at the pump and on the road. Don't overfill your tank. If you try to snag those extra clicks after the nozzle pops, that gas will most likely end up spilling out. Make sure the cap is tight. Loose caps cause millions of gallons of gas to evaporate from drivers' tanks each year. And you can actually improve mileage by driving gently. Your car uses the most gas to accelerate, so avoid fast starts and stops. Coming up on Phoenix 14.
Did you see Rent this weekend? We'll give you a behind-the-scenes look later in the show.
Mashup artists for the past 2 years. Phoenix 14 investigates why Sub is bringing mixers to campus. Cost, popularity, or something else. Find out after the break.
It's time for another look into sports. I'm Steve Roth, and here's the women's basketball team had a great game at Alumni Gym on Saturday. They took on the Wofford Terriers. Both teams kept it close in the first half as the Phoenix led the Terriers 31-30 at halftime. But Elon pulled away in the second and won the game 73-60. Allie Ford finished with 20 points. With this win, the Phoenix equaled their win total from the last 2 seasons combined. Elon's softball team, which is predicted to once again win the Southern Conference, began their season on Saturday. They played 4 games this weekend against 2 opponents, Youngstown State and Kent State. Elon took both of their Saturday games in walk-off fashion. On Sunday, senior Emerald Graham hit 3 home runs as the Phoenix split their games and finished the weekend with a 3-1 record. The Elon baseball team is set to begin their season shortly. Phoenix 14 sat with one player who has major influences.
Warm weather could only mean one thing. Elon baseball is back. Each year, Elon welcomes a few new players to the roster. This year is no different, as the Phoenix are joined by junior transfer Kyle Rasmus.
This team is a little different than most teams I've been on. The depth on this team is really tremendous.
Baseball is nothing new to Rasmus.
My dad had the opportunity to play some Major League Baseball in his day. We never took vacation trips, we took baseball trips.
Kyle is one of 4 brothers. Growing up, all of them played baseball.
We were extremely competitive.
One brother in particular is the role model for the rest of the family. Oldest, Colby, is a starter for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Every day after practice in high school, he would stay after and hit. Every day in the big leagues, he stays after and hits. And he puts in the time where he's at. He didn't get this easy. He's got a lot of talent, but he worked unbelievable hard. You know, if I could work half as hard as him, I'm sure I could be a lot better ball player, that's for sure.
Most of us can't imagine what it's like to watch our own brother perform regularly on national television.
I'll tell you this, I don't miss a game. If we have a game or if I have to miss it, I'll record it. I love baseball and love to watch him play. It makes it even better. So it's really a dream come true for me. You know, I'd love to be in the big leagues, but I got the next best thing. I got a big brother in the big leagues.
Here we go. For Phoenix 14 News, I'm Steve Roth.
The game is Saturday against the Wolfpack of NC State. The game is set to begin at 2 o'clock. Softball plays again this Friday as they host Seton Hall at 2 o'clock. On Saturday, they play Dayton at 2 o'clock. The women's basketball team plays in about a half an hour at Furman. They return home on Saturday as they face Samford at 2 o'clock. Men's basketball also plays at home on Saturday as they play UNC Greensboro with an 8 o'clock tip-off. That's all I have for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
And happy Valentine's Day to Happy Valentine's Day, Mallory. Do you have any plans?
I don't, unfortunately, but I heard that Ripcord can come sing to you if you pay them.
Maybe.
I guess so.
I guess it's actually happening.
That way. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never want to hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, guys. We feel so special.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
That does it for this Phoenix 14 News. Be sure to tune in at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday as we bring you live coverage for our SGA elections and our presidential debate.
For news around the clock, log on to Phoenix 14 News at phoenix14news.wordpress.com and also follow us on Twitter and connect to us on Facebook for breaking news updates. I'm Mallory Lane.
And I'm Jasmine Spencer. And Ripcord, we heard you guys have an album. Is that true?
Yeah, we actually have a new record coming out in about a week. It's got a lot of our fan favorites, like the one you just heard, and the Disney medley. So
all right. Be sure to get it. Happy Valentine's Day, Elon. Thank you so much. Let's have another song, can we? No? Another song?
Yeah. Go for it.
You want us to finish that one?
I want it that way.
Go.
I like that one.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.